All right, guys, third attempt here. I got heated about Palantir in my last video, and I don't want to be angry today because it's been such a great week. Made thousands of dollars. Every alert I put out seemed to be pure gold. I got 2 beautiful tips to cap off my Friday. Like, thank you, Kaki. Thank you, Joe Tesla. Like, for real, sincerely, hope you guys 10x every penny you gave me, as always. And I know you will, because you guys are excellent at trading. And that's why I love having you in our Discord. Discord's great, guys. Links below. Check my video history. Every single video has been a banger alert winner. I put out a hot alert on Align, Invisalign, AGLN the other day. Banger. It went from 126, 127 to 151 yesterday. I had a comment, oh man, it came back down. Are you worried? Oh, sweet, a bald eagle. That's a small one. I saw an utterly massive one destroying a cow carcass the other day. Like, it was almost as tall as me. I couldn't believe my eyes. So I asked like this native guy about it on TikTok, and he's like, oh yeah, they get absolutely huge. I'd never seen one that big in my whole life. Anyway, circle back Align. I was like, no, I'm not worried. Why would I be worried? We're day traders. You don't just hold that indefinitely. You could see if you were in my Discord, which was $19.99, you'd be able to see me posting and saying that this is your EMA. It's time to sell. Because it went down. So arguably, it went down for basically no reason. A 50 million miss out of $1 billion on your earnings. Who gives a shit? 5% miss on a made up number they just made up. The whole market's just made up and said hit this number or else, and it went down 38%. Yeah, it was a free money. I'd call my sister, got her to get it. I'm not joking. She bought it. She hasn't owned stocks in a while. She traded after the big run up there. So for a few months she wasn't even trading it. Got the stock, sold the stock. Called her in the morning. Sell the stock. She's asleep. Wake up. Sell the stock. So, take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of your friends. Take care of everybody else in that order. Okay. But yeah. And what happened today? Last night on the live, sold puts. Sold puts. That's bullish. It went up to 139 today. From 129, $10 move. Two hits. 2 hits on that play. That was beautiful. What was I gonna say? What have I been saying in the past? When we're not talking about Align. Nvts. That squoze again today. God, I alerted people at 4. The people in my Discord were making a killing on it. Everybody, even if they played small, they made hundreds of dollars. Doubled their money, right? Most of them. I took so low of a number, guys. I'm embarrassed to even say $5.50 and $6, and I could never get back in lower like I wanted to. That is what it is. I was waiting again. It looked like we might get there. That's short squoze today again, right up again. Well, so we wait for the next one, right? All good. What else? Last night on the live, Reddit. I'm saying this looks like it's going to pump to $200, guys. It's crazy. There's all these users on it. People use it basically more than Google right now. What happens? Goes to 195 from 149? Like, who's saying a stock that's 150 is going to pump 30% the next day? It's really, you think they're a lunatic, right? I'll get to one in a sec that I think people are absolutely lunatic talking about. I'll get into that in a second. That'll be Palantir. But it's like, for real. All of the signs were there that it was going to have a monster day. But I wanted to play safe, and that's what I'm teaching people in my Discord and in my live streams that are free, right? So what did we do? We bought the stock. It was 154 at the time. We bought the stock. We sold. Might have been 158. Shit, I don't even know. We sold in the money calls at 147. something I've never shared on the videos before. I've never really mentioned in the Discord, and personally, I almost never do. I almost never do that. And what does that mean? That means you own the shares and you're gonna let somebody else take them from you the next time that contract expires, which was today. So the very next day, I said someone can have them for $147. Wait a minute here. You bought them for $154 and you said you'll sell them for $147? The math ain't mathing, bro. That's because in order to do that, in order to create that contract, someone had to pay me nearly $18 per share. And there's 100 shares in the contract. $1,800. They had to pay me $1,800. Okay, well, you're still losing money on the shares. Yes. Yes, you are. If that happens, if the stock is above 147, you will lose the difference there. So $7 a share. So what do you make? $1,000. It must have been 158 because I know it was only like $600. So it wasn't 154, it was like 158. The math on it, guys, it was about $630 is what I was going to get as long as Reddit stayed above 147. Now, you say, well, what if it falls? Now you're protected. You got paid $17 a share. If it falls below what you paid, 158, if it falls $17 lower, 141, you haven't lost a dime. You didn't lose one penny. I was protected all the way to 141 and up. Anything above 141, money. Free money. Showed it in the live today. Free money. In about another 24 minutes, that's going to close and I'm going to get free money. With no stress, because that was amazing. It performed beautifully. Imagine it hits peaks at 200 something, probably tapers off a little bit after that. Markets did not like those jobs numbers once they told us. So Biden, the Biden administration, guys, was famous for literally lying about all their numbers. All the numbers the Fed uses and the market uses, they were just lying about them all. Well, Trump administration's doing it too. So guess what you call that, guys? You call that two wings on the same eagle. You think Trump's going to be better. What does he do? He taxes Canadians 35%. Literally, Trump, GFY, man. Like, Elon, let him know. GFY. Like, what are you doing, bro? All these people in Alberta and elsewhere supporting you, and that's what you do? What? 35%? You're out of your goddamn mind. Clearly, the Epstein situation, someone's gotten to him, okay? But what does that do to the markets? It screws the markets up because they pump on the numbers, and then the bad numbers, the revision comes, and it's bad, and then it dumps. I don't know why the market isn't anticipating the need, or the fact that we know these numbers are going to be a total lie. Why would what? How many times can the boy cry wolf before you realize there's no wolf? And then if there ever is a wolf eventually, oh well, because you cried wolf too many times. That's one of the oldest sayings as long as time goes, right? Because it's the same situation. How many times are we going to let the government lie to us about shit and keep believing anything the government says? That's why if you were not retarded during CV19, you didn't rush out and get 96 jabs and fear everything. Because you kind of knew, based on how the government's been over the past 30 fucking years, 800 years, forever, it's a scam. They didn't abolish slavery, guys. They made slavery 9 to 5. And then they said you can't afford anything, so you better get a second job. You know, we've been lied to as a peasant working class for as long as there's been a peasant working class. That's why you need to be in a Discord like mine or watching a channel like mine, not following just YouTube pumpers who pump random pump and dump scheme garbage. Learn how to trade within their game, within their system, so that you can make money throughout the week and hopefully free up some of your own life and some of your own time, right? It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm going to the mountains on a Friday to enjoy myself. you're stuck in a job, I feel for you. That sucks, right? COVID was the best thing to ever happen to me in the sense that I upped my trading game, and I don't think I could ever go back to a job for anybody else. This is work. This is a job. You can't spit facts about hundreds and hundreds of companies without putting in the time and the work. Yeah, it's work, but it's work I'm okay to do. It's work you can set your own hours, essentially, right? If I want to be up trading like yesterday, trading a line at 2 in the morning, I had to go to bed at 8:30 at night, but I was up at 1:35 ready to trade when my broker opened at 2. That's fine. I can do that. And then I can chill if I feel like it, or I can go to bed again and just have a few hours, whatever I want to do. You cannot do that with normal jobs. And that's the beauty of trading, not the beauty of gambling, hoping plays work out and things like that. Learning how to chart, research on stocks, knowing when to time some of these moves. Earnings season is my absolute favorite. It's a stressful time. It can be overly overwhelming, if that's a phrase. It can be, because it's just like this week, over 1,000 companies reporting. Next week, over 1,000 companies reporting. Like, it's so much, but it's the best opportunity to capitalize on getting, like, running a play up, shorting a stock when it's, clearly didn't perform and the market's going to drag it down. Buying reversals on something like a line that just goes to some absurd level for utterly no reason, and making extremely good amounts of money. Like my sister said to me the other day, you made what some people make in a month. Wow. I mean, it's what her husband makes in about 3 days flying for a major airline. But sure, for some people, maybe I made that, right? That feels good to hear, but it feels good to be able to execute on that as well and do that, right? So, but how do you do that? If your only way of thinking, or your only approach to the market is buy a stock, hold a stock, sell a stock. Like, it worked great for you on Reddit. It worked great for you on Pltr. It didn't work very good for people on Moderna in the last few years. It didn't work very good on people on Peloton, Mullen, Bed Bath & Beyond's gone. AMC's down to 30 cents or less, right? There's a whole lot of stocks that it doesn't work on. You have to be able to play both sides, and that's what we talk about in the Discord, right? So that brings me to Pltr, right? I know the video is getting a little long for a lot of you, but the people who want to actually make money, you're still here. If you're still here, please leave me a comment, like the video, share it, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Consider joining my Discord if I've made you money. Consider joining the YouTube if you want to support me, right? Like, I donate to people on TikTok that are singing and doing shit all the time. Here, it's like $2, right? You, $2 Canadian. Guys, it's like $1.50 US, not even $1.44 or something. Consider that. Throw me a bone, right? I would appreciate it. But do yourselves a favor and get in here, right? Because Pltr, $20 to $160, and you have all these people chirping that it's $1 trillion company, as if they can just throw that number around. They're so used to saying that because of Nvidia and Meta and Microsoft, the Mag 7, which is really the Mag 10 or 11. They're just so used to saying it that they don't even have any sense about them. Guys, Pltr is 60 billion, and it got almost all of that in the last 12 months. It was only $22 last August 1. Now is not the time to go long on a stock where the chart is a rocket ship. The rocket ships run out of fuel, they come back down, and maybe they give you a new buying opportunity if they're even still worth buying at that point. Guys, there's only 11 companies that are $1 trillion in the whole world. 10 of them, Mag 7, plus Broadcom, plus Taiwan Semi, which was not even close to it 1 year ago, and now it is. right? It was half as well. It was only 500 billion, and now it's over $1 trillion. I can't remember the 10th one. And Saudi Aramco is in there, which is a Saudi Arabian oil company. It's not even traded on the U.S. exchanges, okay? And then, like, JP Morgan is close. $840 billion. Imagine making all that money off of people by, increasing their mortgage to the point where they got to lose their house or sell their house. Increasing credit card interest rates by over 10%. Guys, going from 19.99% to 20.99 and 21.99 is an utterly massive increase. It's not a 1 or 2% increase. It's massive. Do the math. Do 22 divide 20. It's 10%. It's massive. And they're just raking it in on breaking people's financial backs. Right? Don't tell me Palantir at 60 billion is $1 trillion. Shut the hell up. They post today about, we got a $10 billion contract with the U.S. Army. Ooh, baby. 10 billion? Oh, it's over 10 years for starters. So it'll be worth 5 billion in 10 years because 10 billion will only be worth 5 billion because the US dollar buying power is garbage. Secondly, that's only 1 billion a year. Lockheed is like, their last order with us was for like 60 jets, and our jets are like $1 billion each. So like, who cares about that? That's a small contract. But their PE, my broker said their PE was over 600, guys. A normal PE, which measures how much you cost in association with your peers, is like 5 or 10. And the market's been getting very used to giving companies like 20 PE, which is like 400% more than normal, right? If it's normal is 5 and you're 20, that's 400%. 5, 10, 15, 20. They're over 600 PE, guys. Do the math. Here's the problem with buying puts on it, though. It's not going to be reliable because the IV on it is so high. Unless there's a significant move, double digits, you're probably going to lose your money. So I sold calls at 195 strike, or what? It was 190 or 195. All I did was I took the all-time high, which was 160 and change. So I said 161, times it by 1.12, 20%. So the stock would have to have a 20% move for me to be in any sort of danger or trouble. I'm assuming it's going to fall, but I'm giving myself that room. That's called a low-risk play, right? I put that in the Discord, let everybody know. You'll make 300, you do 3 contracts, you'll make like 300, 400 bucks. Monday evening. That's not Monday morning, that's Monday evening. You'll have to have money in your account to be able to write these contracts, right? It's a 50% margin requirement, meaning if the stock is trading at, say, 200, you need to have 100 times 100, right? Because there's 100 shares, and in a call option or a put option, there's 100 shares, and the stock would be trading at 200. So you would need 20 grand, but since it's a 50% margin requirement, okay, you only need 10 grand. So if you had 100 grand, you would think, okay, I can write 10 contracts. You could write 20 contracts, okay? If the stock was trading at 100. If it's trading at 200, yeah, you can write 10, right? So, 100 grand, yeah, it's half, 10. So anyways, I think that's going to be basically free money. There's another company I'm watching, Axon. It deals with drones. It deals with AI. It deals with tasers, body cams. I mean, they've been killing it, okay? But let's face it, body cams are becoming they're not like optional by a lot of police departments anymore. They're mandatory. How do you not kill it, right? Drones is the future. Planes and shit is not. Drones is the future. AI, fuck, every company uses that term as about as loose as they come, right? And then the tasers, I don't really care about that. Who cares? That's like arguably they don't even probably make much money on that. But they've been killing it. $750 a share right now. Selling calls on that, most likely, on Monday as well. Now, those are monthlies, unfortunately. So, the Pltrs are weekly. So, they don't expire till August 15th, but they do pay pretty well. We'll think about it. I don't really like playing monthlies, especially not on a Monday, because that'll ruin the whole week if it, for whatever reason, goes up. But it's probably going to come down here, guys. Look at the chart. Just take a look at the chart. Make your own assumptions, your own assertions. Do your own DD on all this stuff. Join the Discord. Link is in the description. Link is in the comments. Leave your comments. What do you think about Pltr? Did you make money off of me on a line? Did you make money off me off Nvts? Maybe you made money on those and it wasn't because of me. Share your thoughts, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Cheers.